Thank you so much for the invitation. And before I begin, I think Martha, many years ago, when the talk first began about a merger between Madison County and Clark County, didn't I sit in your living room and discuss this with two other individuals?
It's a small world.
It is a small world. And look where it is today. That is fantastic. Yes, it's great to see you. Thank you. Oh yes, I think so. Thank you so much. Thank you. I want to say a couple of things first, and I loved the slide that you had up here in the beginning, where it talked about catch the vision and build the hope. And I can safely say that all of you here in the room this morning, I hope, and if not by the end, you have caught this vision. You have caught this vision, and you are here to continue to build upon the hope that your community needs. And Mayor, thank you so much for your comments, because so many times as Habitat we talk about, which we have to, those inspirational homeowner stories. But it's dire situation in Kentucky right now. And we have been working on it for a very long time through political avenues with our state legislature, with our elected officials in our own communities, because we have a problem. And I'm not going to say we have a challenge. That's a bit of a softer, but I think when we talk about the success of Gary and his wife and family, and soon to be Andy and Brittany, and all of the other families that Madison Clark County has served and will serve, but we've also got to talk about all of those others who are waiting. They're waiting for our help. And we've got to help them. When I was young, and the church I attend, I'm from Louisville. Many of you say Lowell, but I'm from Louisville. I was in the choir. And I know Brittany's got a young daughter back there, I think, that wants to be in the choir. You go, girl. You go. That makes my heart joyful. But I would sit up in the choir, which was up in the front of our church, and we have a beautiful church. And on the back wall, carved in stone, be ye doers of the word and not hearers only. And I'm going to be honest, I come across a lot of hearers only and not so much doers. But I'm going on the assumption that all of you in this room this morning, you are hearing and you are doing. And my goodness, are we thankful for you. Because homes, community, hope, plus you, there's a reason that is bolded, because we could not do what we do without each of you. And every family, and I really want you to know this, because of you going into the program, and you're gonna pay that 0% mortgage every month on time, you're gonna keep up with your homeowner's insurance and also your escrow. You are paying it forward into the fund for humanity, for that next family and their children out there that are waiting for us. Because, and I sort of get chastised a lot and my hand gets slapped a lot by other organizations, but no one does what Habitat does. No one can serve the individuals that we serve and like we serve. They kind of don't care. There have to be certain sort of considerations already. They have to make so much money per month. Well, let me tell you that our affiliates out in the state right now, which we have 33 in 48 counties, and I work with all of them, and they are building and they are serving. They are rehabbing. They are serving veterans. They are helping homeless individuals in becoming permanent homeowners in their communities. And a lot of times it's not easy, because when you have an individual that is on Social Security, disability, in Kentucky, it's $733 a month. But because of you, because of you, because of our other partners, and the subsidy that we can bring in to help build homes. But it's more than homes, and you know that. It's creating community to thrive for our families, but also other families that live in our communities as well. Because when Habitat comes into a neighborhood, others follow. They see what we do. They see we build a first-class home, folks. It is beautiful. It is energy efficient. It's not fancy. Most of our affiliates in Kentucky do not have to build garages. But we landscape. But the most important thing that Habitat does, we make sure of the sustainability and the success of the families we serve. We do not accept a family until we know that they're going to be able to afford that home now, next week, next year, 20, 30 years from now. They must, because we are creating for many, many of our families first time equity. You're going to have something now, not only for you, Brittany, Gary, your family, but your children. You're going to have something that is going to set them up to succeed. And in looking at, I believe it was Raylyn, don't see your kids here, but I've seen pictures, they're beautiful. Brittany, your children, your beautiful children in that family. What better investment for the future of Lincoln Street, other streets, Winchester, Clark County, the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and the United States of America? What better investment can you invest in than Habitat? Change that slide, would you? Thank you. If you don't know, just real quick, our vision, a world where everyone has a decent place to live. And we bring God's people together to build homes, communities, and hope. But remember, plus you. We cannot do it without you in many, many different areas. And I'll tell you right now, the worst thing that I can do for Habitat is pick up a hammer, because I'm so bad. I am so bad, and if I'm on a site and you see, the house going together, if you see a little area where there's like 20 nails where there should be one, that's me. But there are so many things. There is something for every one of you to do, regardless of anything in this room today. Go ahead, Amanda. I just want you to know, because the mayor touched on it, and I am really very, very happy. Because in speaking about the successes of Habitat, we also have to talk about the challenges and the problems that we have. 1 in 4 families in Kentucky, they cannot afford a decent place to live. And where they are right now, they're spending over 50% of their income on housing costs. That wouldn't even be sustainable for me. And I'm lucky that I was able to afford a traditional mortgage from a bank. This is the one that kills me. And Brittany, with your kids, look at this. Children between the ages of 6 and 11 living in deep poverty, and in Kentucky, that's 25% of our kids. What are we saying to them for a future in this commonwealth of Kentucky? Because I don't know about you, I think that in every place I look, future leaders of our communities, maybe even bigger than that, maybe the cure for cancer, maybe out there helping, paying it forward. And that's what homeownership does. It pays it forward not only for the family in that home, but their children, but also the community. And I will stress this because it is so important. That next family that is waiting, they're waiting for us. They're waiting for Habitat because nobody else can help them or will help them. Go ahead, Amanda. I've already told you we've got 33 affiliates in 48 counties in Kentucky. Wonderful, wonderful people. Oh, hello, Helen. I didn't even see you there. I see you now. Yes, my goodness. Good to see you. Yes. Now, currently right now in Kentucky, according to the Housing and Urban Development, we are short 80,000 affordable housing units. That is affordable rental as well as homes that could be rented. 80,000 units of affordable housing. And this was even before the tornadoes of December 10th hit the western and south central portion of Kentucky. So now we have even more than that. And Habitat is on the ground in these communities, and we're going to help because we're doers of the word and not hearers only. When we say everybody deserves a simple, decent, and affordable place to live, I don't know about you, but I believe it. And I believe Habitat can do it. But it takes hope, it takes communities, and it takes you. Go ahead, Amanda. I love this. Look at that. And it has been proven, and I know you all know this, that when there is a sustainable place in which to live, everybody thrives. The grades get better. Health circumstances get better. Jobs improve. There is a sense of stability and comfort. And everybody knows the pleasure of being able to do what you want when you want to your own home. Paint that room Pepto-Bismol pink. You know? I mean, it's just the way it is. And so many of us in this room, we've got that opportunity. And you're going to have the opportunity too, and you all as well. Go ahead, Amanda. And how can you help? Don't forget, plus you maybe even a little bit about the families are the most important factor in this equation. Because without you to donate, to volunteer, in kind, are you with a business that has materials that you could donate to the build? Carpet, roofing, shingles, appliances, a microwave, flooring, carpet, whatever that might be. Vehicle donations, cars for Habitat. People across the United States are donating older cars to Habitat in order for them to resell and present a check to the affiliates. Many affiliates do very, very well by that. Sharing our efforts. You know, Amanda, who is doing an incredible job, 2 jobs right now, incredible. She is the face, she is the spirit of Habitat like this affiliate has not seen for quite some time. She gets it. But you, here in this community, are also her eyes and her ears and her voice to say, have you heard about what Madison Clark County Habitat is doing on Lincoln Street or anywhere else? How we're serving, who we are serving, what sort of difference that is going to make in your community. We need you on so many levels. Every person makes a difference. Every person. I don't care if it's out on a work site and you're passing out bottles of water. That makes a big, big difference. You are showing your support. That you are not just a hearer of the word, you are a doer as well. You're standing up and behind the mission of this organization. Go ahead, Amanda. Okay, here's just information. But Amanda knows how to get a hold of me. If anybody has any questions, thoughts, comments, but Amanda is doing a fabulous job. And for those that are members of the board here, that are donors currently here, thank you. Thank you. Plus you, plus you, plus you. It would not happen. It would not happen. And it is happening. But think about that woman on the park bench at the farmer's market. To me, that is not acceptable. It's just not acceptable in this country. The mayor said, we have the resources. We have the people. But your voices can also be heard when you speak to your elected officials, to let them know the challenges of your community, what is going on, and how they can help as well. And let me tell you, plus you, when we get use and a lot of use together, there is pressure there. They finally start to perk up and hear. It's your voices that make the difference. And I hope today it's your voice that is going to make a difference for the families that are here today, but also for the families coming up and those out there that are waiting. On the table, you have a I Want to Build Hope card on Lincoln Street. And if you don't, or if there are not enough on your table, just raise your hand, and this lovely, brand new employee who's doing a fabulous job, he will pass one out. Please consider today. Remember, it's not going to happen without you. Amanda can do a lot. The board can do a lot. But without you, it cannot happen. And if you want it really easy, just go on the back for the code and put your cell phone, put your iPhone up to it. But please consider, look at these fabulous families and these beautiful children. Think about their future and how a home is going to change their lives. That is the investment that you want to make. That's something that's going to pay off now and in the future. Please consider supporting this affiliate who does such great work, and they want to do more. But plus you, they need you in order to do that. But thank you so much for being here, for sharing your Saturday morning. We know every time we bring a lot of people together, they have a lot of choices these days. And I know Brittany's going to run off and go to baseball games and soccer matches, and probably the rest of her day is already planned out. But she's here because she understands what an incredible gift and opportunity this is, not only for her, but for her children as well. Thank you so much. Great to see you all. Yes.